Hello and welcome, fellow locksmiths, lookouts, pickpockets, and hackers, among other thieving tropes, to N2K, a new review series that I'm kicking off telling you what you need to know about specific games deemed worthy of an extensive review. My name is DuffKing56, and today I will be reviewing a stealth action heist game entitled Monaco, What's Yours Is Mine. Monaco was developed by PocketWatch Games and is due to release April 24th today on Steam for PC, and I just got word of a delay for the Xbox Live versions, but the devs are working as hard as they can and they will have a release date as soon as possible, so make sure you follow them on Twitter and like their Facebook page. They will update you. Be prepared to find yourself entrenched in a fun-filled, immersive experience, rife with times of high energy and suspense. Well, I'm ready to make bank. Why don't you grab your grease man and let's slide into some of the finer points of Monaco. What's yours is mine. When you first start up Monaco, you're greeted by the inciting pangs of their iconic piano, backdropping the title screen featuring the solid colored panels, indicative of the pleasant yet vibrant color scheme of the game, all stronger points of the game, with pixelated avatars of characters who you'll become quite familiar with throughout the story. This all comes together to drive you to want to hop right into the gameplay. In this game, to which the piano will be your lone maestro, you must concoct a best method to effectively clean up or collect all the gold chips and the occasional trophy in the fastest time possible. Sounds easy, right? Well, not quite. If you consider only the first two available levels in the game, then sure, but the difficulty curve sets in out of what seems like nowhere, forcing you to expand on your critical thinking and elusive quick decisions, or you're in for a hell of a time dealing with melee and trigger-happy guards. Even the developers reflect on the different style of stealthy genre of the game, saying that you shouldn't expect to play the game without being seen or chased. Let's talk about the characters. Each character possesses different innate skills that set them unique from others, yet are balanced in their own ways. For example, the locksmith picks locked doors and safes very fast, perfect for making quick getaways. The pickpocket has a pet monkey that picks up loot for those pesky security laser traps. The lookout can see enemies from afar while in sneak mode, all important for mass reconnaissance. And my favorite, the cleaner, can knock out guards who are unsuspecting of your presence. There are 8 total, all with different abilities, and you can't play with all of them from the start. You must unlock some through the campaign single O cooperative. That's not all though. The game allows for 8 different pieces of equipment, ranging from smoke bombs to C4, and plenty of gratifying items in between to better facilitate that perfect heist. Like the playable characters, not all equipment is available for every level, but there will be different equipment offered based on the makeup of your heist, and trust me, you'll need them. Let's talk campaign. Each storyline centers on a different character. For example, you start with the locksmith's story. After selecting your character, you'll be greeted at the mission start screen with quick banter from the supporting heist cast, giving you small insight into the specific character personalities, your task, and you'll proceed with your heist as you observe some of the best times daily overall and across multiple campaigns, solo or cooperative. The story is a stronger point of the game. At first, it just seems like basic situations and cliché banter, but in reality, the more you look into the dialogue, the more you can pull out a lovely composition, with some delightfully witty chit-chat between personality heads. One point I wanted to make about the story that facilitates its strong standing in my mind is that it also contains story branches into different accounts by different characters. The levels stay similar in design, but the recollection contrasts based on what the characters remember. This brings a refreshing multi-perspective story that doesn't force choice on you, the player, so you may enjoy different accounts for a telephone effect of sorts that paint a similar strong picture. There are 33 levels in the game, one of which is PvP, and they're randomly generated, so speedrunners get hyped. This is a game where you'll be unhappy until you've perfected your runs and land yourself on that all-time leaderboard. The gameplay mechanics set themselves apart from any games I've played in a long time. The top-down control of your characters on a blueprint-esque map makes for an immersive environment, and it's no wonder the game won an award for excellence in design in 2010. Sometimes I found the maps to be confusing as to where exits and entrances to different floors were, but maybe that was because my mind was quite frantic and focused on the bloodthirsty guards. There are multiple ways to interact with the world and complete each level depending on character choice and playstyle, which lends itself well to replayability, as one will want to try many different ways to minimize time. You see on the map what your character sees in an array of colors. The rest is a black, unexplored abyss. Guards operate under 2 ways, sound and sight, and some other enemies, as I will refer to them, vary up detection systems as well. This seems quite solid and has lent itself to some awesome moments in game, and the AI is far from dumb, sometimes frustratingly so, which motivates the player to learn the game inside and out. Can someone give me a big heaping helping of replayability? This, I feel, is something developers should really focus on. Take a page from PocketWatch's book here, guys. As for the controls, they are crisp, responsive, and simple. There's gamepad support for the PC version, and you will normally be manning 2 controls at once, the sneak if you are me and super careful, and obviously your movement. You may at any time pull up your objective HUD and see how much health and equipment you have, as well as how much gold is left. One point I'd like to make where the controls sometimes suffer are the interact controls. In order to interact with your world, like climb in bushes, pick locks, hack computers, and climb ladders into vents, you have to push up against it. Sometimes you will stick into an interactable that you don't want, by brushing up against it longer than you thought, and it could lead to some hairy situations with some guards. This is something easily avoidable though if you know your controls inside and out, and would be remedied with time. Cooperative play is another strong suit of the game. You can take yourself and up to 3 more friends into your heist network, and all work together on the same map to complete the story. Getting into sessions online hasn't been an issue, and gameplay is seamless when with another person or persons. In fact, you can press a specific key, or the Y button on the Xbox controller, bound to allow you to see your co-op partner's field of view. Co-op bolsters the game's replayability massively, as there are completion elements that involve cooperative play. And who doesn't love yelling at your friend to hide in that freaking bush, you moron, and let me hack this computer, while you clean out the last safe room? PocketWatch Games have outdone themselves with this title. Overall, I have nothing but great things to say about this game. It's a solid composition that will have you and your friends sinking hours into perfecting your gameplay and your team synergy in order to clear levels fast and in different and unorthodox ways. The music sets the tone immediately and eases you into losing yourself in the verve of the game. The responsiveness of the controls allow your mind to run free and contemplate your next move in the chess match that is the conflict between you, the guards, and the gold to grab. Now as for me, that was all you need to know about Monaco. What's yours is mine. Once again, the game was released today, April 24th on Steam and PC for $15, and don't worry Mac users, your version is in the works and you should see a public beta in May. Now, I will see you guys all online, and hopefully our heist will be flawless. Thanks for your time, this has been N2K56 with N2K.